Hey guys, yeah, just a quick update and maybe a little discussion too. I'm sorry I haven't been around much. I've been busy, but also like not busy. Like I don't know how to say that, because I am busy. But at the same time, like not necessarily in the ways that I want to be busy. But I mean it's been good. Yeah, but I thought I'd touch base with you today, really quick. I actually did make an update, like I don't know, months ago, and never uploaded it, so it's kind of not an update anymore because it's really old. Yeah, it doesn't work out that way. But I am here at a hotel right now, so that's why the lighting is way different than it would be in any of my other videos. Hopefully the lighting is better. It's usually awful in my other videos because the lighting in that whole house is awful. Anyways, so what I wanted to talk about though was book reviews, specifically writing book reviews. Okay, I do have. Let me see if I can move around. I'm kind of hunching so that you can actually see me without like just getting my chin or something. Anyways, what I wanted to talk about was book reviews and kind of how hard they are to write, but also mostly like what book reviews are difficult for you to write. Like, if you like a book, is it hard for you to harder for you to write a review of a book you like than one you dislike, or whatever? Or if they just come hard to do anyways. Do you even like writing book reviews? Do you like writing other things? Because for one, I am not like, I don't really read book reviews. Now that sounds really weird, but I don't really like knowing what's in a book. And a lot of book reviews kind of give more away than I want. Like I don't even like reading the blurb because it gives even, the first 50 pages away of the book, and I don't really like that. I kind of like to come in and figure it out as I go along, and I can usually kind of figure it out pretty soon what kind of book it's going to be, whether I'm going to like it or what direction the book's going to take without the blurb. As soon as I pick it up and I read maybe the first chapter or the first 5 pages, and it's like, okay, I can kind of get an idea of where this might be going. I don't really need that blurb, and I don't really want it, honestly. I don't want it to reveal all of that to me. I want to figure it out myself once I pick up the book and read it. Otherwise, I'm going to be bored for the first 50 pages because it's all been spoiled for me, basically. So that's kind of like how I am about book reviews as well. Some people, though, are really, really good at writing reviews to where they kind of just give like this sort of vibe or feel that a book gives. Like the way the characters are written, or just the kind of feel for the writing style, or whatever. And that usually is the kind of book review that I like to read. The kind of more, they're vague about the plot points and the character arcs and all that kind of stuff, but they're just like, but they do give you a good idea that, hey, this is a great book, it's well written, or of like, it's not. Also, sometimes I do read book reviews of authors, like bloggers who I like reading their blogs because I like their style, or whatever, they're engaging and they're hilarious. For the most part, I kind of just stay away from reviews, which sounds pretty weird. It also makes like buying books that I haven't read before kind of like a big decision, because I'm just like, I'm spending $20 on this book that I could be spending gas on instead of a book, and what if I don't like it? It's kind of a big chance there to take. But sorry, I'm holding a book and like smelling the pages from afar. But when I sit down to write a review, I kind of go in with like, okay, this is what I like to read in a review, obviously, but the reviews that are hardest for me to write are usually the books that I absolutely love. And a lot of times it's either because I don't know, a lot of times when I really, really like something, or I know I'm going to like something, sometimes I'll just procrastinate on it, and I'm not even really sure why, because I'm just like, I know I'm going to love this, I know I'm going to love it, like, it's just going to be amazing, but I just procrastinate on it, and then even just writing the review afterwards, I'm just like, I don't, like, for instance, I keep wanting to write a book review on V.E. Schwab's Vicious, because yes, I finally read it. always late to the party. That's me. Anyways, so yeah, I finally read it and of course loved it. I knew I was gonna love it, and I took notes on it while reading it because that's just what I wanted to do. I'm not really. I don't know. I knew I was gonna love it, so I was just like, I'm gonna take notes as I go and just like have fun with it. So that's what I did, and I figured, hey, this would help me write a review. But now I'm just like, what the like I don't know. I think I really want to do a video review of it just because I mean the cover is gorgeous. You can't not like use that cover. But I don't know. We'll see. I will do a review. It's just I don't know like where to start with it. I guess because there's just so many different things that I liked about it. And then I thought were just amazing. Anyways, I'm not going to go into it because it gets its own review. But the other book that I just absolutely love as well is Red Rising by Pierce Brown. And I've never reviewed it, ever. I've never even tried reviewing it. And the reason is that I'm not sure how to review it. Not in the same sense of Vicious, where in Vicious I took notes and I kind of already have an idea. I can just go and look back in my notes and be like, oh, well, here's the parts I liked, here's what I just kind of like go through it already. In Red Rising, it's like I can't pinpoint an exact reason why, like there's so many reasons, but at the same time it's like, but the book as a whole, I can't like just break it down and be like, this is why I love the book. So I actually had intended on finishing the trilogy and then trying to like just review the whole trilogy, but yeah, I'm a slow reader and I get easily distracted, obviously, because it took me this long to read Vicious, and I'm actually just now reading Golden Sun. I love this book. It also smells really nice. Yes. Anyways, so yeah, but yeah, I was just curious, like, what do other people have this issue too, or do they maybe like have problems like writing reviews of books that they don't like because they don't want to like say something negative about an author and their work? Because I mean, reviews, honestly, reviews are subjective, okay? Yes, there are books that have been published that are very poorly written, but all the same, reviews are subjective, and sometimes it might be a well-written book and it just wasn't your thing. Maybe you like contemporary and you tried a fantasy book and you're just like, no, I didn't like it. But you can at least be like, it wasn't badly written, I just didn't like it or didn't get it because it's not my thing. Or I mean, it could be totally the other way around. I like reading fantasy and speculative fiction, anything that's weird basically and not normal. But anytime I pick up a contemporary book, I almost never finish contemporary books. I really can't. I do. I'm just like, I'm gonna do it this time, I'm gonna finish it, everybody loves these books, and then I either don't finish it or I'm just kind of like disappointed, like, oh, I could have been reading something that I really liked instead. So, and again, it's not always because, oh, the writing was bad, it's not your thing. And sometimes you don't want to leave that negative review and be like, give other people like a bad idea of this book because, maybe it is their thing. And I can understand that, because then you feel like you're being the bad guy, Like, who wants to be the bad guy? I mean, okay, some people do want to be the bad guy, like, Victor Vale or something, I don't know. But, most of us aren't Victor Vale, so we don't really like being the bad guy, and usually, readers, particularly readers who are writers, understand that it takes a lot of effort and work and commitment to write a book and put it out there, like, and so they feel like they're attacking someone else's like baby, basically their masterpiece, whenever they write a bad review. And I've heard of some people, like some bloggers and stuff like that, book bloggers, who just don't even write bad reviews. Like, if they read a book they don't like, they just don't write a review of it, which, to each their own. That makes sense to me. But yeah, and honestly, sometimes when I do review a book that I don't like, sometimes I end up just like, it's usually just like a paragraph review. It's like really short, and usually I will be like, this is what I don't like about it, but I can see these good points in it. And usually when I start listing those good points, I'm just like, this book wasn't that bad after all. I just didn't like the process of reading it. No, I'm joking. sort of. And so, back to the updating part of this video, I'm also reading Neil Gaiman's Norse Mythology. It's amazing. By the way, I absolutely love it so much. A lot. It also smells good. Not quite as good as Golden Sun, but I think that's because Golden Sun has a little more wear and tear on it. I don't know what it is with wear and tear and improving the small books, but let's not get too weird here. Anyways, I am on, I don't know, maybe halfway through. Yeah, a little bit more than halfway through. It's pretty good. Yeah, I took the cover off. It is a beautiful cover, by the way. Absolutely gorgeous. Also, part of the updatey thing, both of my bookmarks for each of these books are ticket stubs. Shakespeare ticket stubs, by the way. There is this amazing Shakespeare Playhouse in Atlanta, and I absolutely love it. And I recently went to see Macbeth. Oh my gosh, it was so good. Okay. Anyways, other news. This is the bad news. Sorry, but I hurt my foot, and I've been down for about a month, and it's driving me absolutely mad because, like, I can't walk. And it's awful. Like, it really is awful. I tried going, I was really hoping it was fine. I didn't go to the doctor at first. When I fell, basically, backwards, and struck my foot on the edge of what I fell off of. Like the bottom ball of my foot on the edge of what I fell off of, and I definitely bruised my foot. It's possible I bruised the bone, but I'm not sure. I didn't break anything. I was by myself also. This is great. I'm just like kind of like crawling around and limping around trying to get ice and stuff like that. I'm like, oh my gosh, what's wrong with my foot? I was really nervous. Sorry, that was a really weird squeak there. But anyways, I hope you can hear this. Other things I've been doing, watching Criminal Minds. I watched like the 3rd season of Criminal Minds all in 1 week, and I kind of feel bad about that, but at the same time, again, it was kind of because of my foot, and I wasn't, yeah, I mean, I could have been doing productive things, but anyways. And then I'm currently on the 5th season, I think, and the reason I wanted to be on the 5th season so soon as, because I would have watched the 4th season slower, because I just like it and I like to enjoy it, but is because Reed is my favorite character, and in the 5th season he's on crutches and I'm on crutches, so for some reason I was just like, I want to see season 5, so I hurried up and watched season 4 for that reason. But yeah, also I have been writing, I promise. I want to do a post because I've been writing something new. I haven't quite finished the first draft yet, but I want to do a post on it. I'm just like, feel like I don't remember how to write writing posts anymore, particularly introductory writing posts. So I don't know, I'm going to do it, I promise. It's just getting myself to do it. And then recently I started writing 2 short stories for my siblings' presents, and they are like a mixture of Norse mythology and fairy tales. So one of them is there's a Norse myth mixed with Snow White, as well as, well, no, it's not really a Norse myth mixed with Snow White. It's actually Snow White, and there's like Loki and Thor are there, whatever. And then there's somebody else at the ending who's not Norse, but that's a surprise. Anyways, and then the other one is a Norse mythology and Red Riding Hood. That one is my favorite one. That one's great. The other one, I like it, but I don't know, there's something about it, it needs more funny or something. I don't know, it needs something. Anyway, so that's what I've been doing. Tell me what you are up to. What do you think about book reviews? Like, which one, do you even have a hard time writing book reviews? Are they the easiest thing to write for you? Do you have like a formula? Because that would be helpful for me if I had like a formula, which I don't. Yeah, no. But anyways, so let me know what you do think, and what's your favorite show you've been watching or book you've been reading. Anyways, have a good day, guys. Bye.